Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. What's up, guys, and welcome to episode number 2 of this PGA Tour 2K23 Play Now series. And today I'm going to be playing the bat 9 of the round I started in the last episode. The last episode probably will be titled Front 9. This will probably be titled Bat 9. If you haven't seen the Front 9, which was the last episode of the series, I would pause this video and click on that video. There will be a link to that video in the description below, and I'll put that video in the eye in the sky in the top right hand corner right up here. So it'll be in the eye in the sky in the top right hand corner right up here, and there'll be a link to the video also in the description below, because that video, episode 1, which was the front 9 of this round, was the last video on this channel. I just filmed it, and then obviously the reason I split it up is for two reasons. One, my camera was about to die. Now I charged it. But the second reason is I don't want an hour and a half video. I'd rather split it up in like two 45-minute videos or two 50-minute videos. So I just ate some lunch. I just charged my camera. I just ate some lunch. I just charged my camera. My camera's now has all 4 bars. It's 100% now. It almost died when I was filming the last episode. But yeah, I'm gonna have spoilers in 3, 2, 1. The 4 golfers are, Jon Rahm, Rickie Fowler, Matt Fitzpatrick, and Tiger Woods, the cover athlete of this game. +4 is Rickie Fowler. +5 is Tiger Woods and then +5 is Tiger Woods. +6 is Matt Fitzpatrick, or the other way around. And then +11 is Jon Rahm. So right now through 9, or halfway through, our leader is Rickie Fowler. So Jon Rahm is the red controller, Tiger Woods is the blue controller, and then Rickie Fowler and Matt Fitzpatrick are both the camo controller, because the gold controller I think is charged, but also 3 controllers is enough, so I'll stick with that. So Jon Rahm is the red controller, Tiger Woods is the blue controller, and then Matt Fitzpatrick and Rickie Fowler are the camo controller. So yeah, let's get back into it. 10th hole, par 5. That's a good shot by Rickie, but there, let's say there's water, which there is, but obviously if you go in there, it's pretty sure it's a 1-stroke penalty. Like if you go in there in the water on your drive, your penalty is 2, and then you'll be shooting 3. I think it's only 1 stroke. I'm pretty sure out of bounds is 2, and then if you go in the water or a water hazard, it's 1. And now it's Fitzpatrick. So make sure you don't go in the water here. But good job. Even with the driver, they're staying to the right of the water. You just gotta make sure. I mean, they are even with the water. There's 30 yards to the right of it. And now it's Tiger. He's aiming right for the water, and he's playing with fire. That is close. And it's gonna hit, go in the rough, but it is done. No. Oh my! It's going to stop on the hill. I don't know how that stopped right there. And then Jon Rahm is taking a 3-wood and he hit that kind of right, but at least it's not, okay, it's right. It might end up in the rough, but at least it's not in the water. Tiger Woods is maybe 2 feet, if that, from going into the water. But thankfully, he's not in the water, but Jon Rahm now. He's going to go 3-wood again. He's behind the 8 ball right now, +11. And there's more water up there. He got it over the other water that kind of like, it's the same water that just kind of goes around, and that ball's going to stop on that hill. And now it's Fitzpatrick. And that is left. It's over the water. Might end up in that bunker though. And it's going to stop just left of the bunker. And now it's Tiger. No, excuse me, it's Rickie Fowler, who's the leader at +4. Remember, this is a par 71. Usually it's par 72, but in this case it's 71. Now he's in the bunker. And now here's Tiger Woods, basically standing on the water, or in the water, not on the water. He's not Jesus. Ball's above his feet, so it's on a tough stroke for Tiger Woods. And he might end up in the other water. And Tiger Woods is in the water. As it one-hopped into the water, and that's going to be a stroke penalty. And he's on the drop zone is just shy of the water, but this is going to be his 4th shot because The penalty is his third. He shot. He was shooting 2. His penalty is his third shot, and now he's shooting 4. It's now 4. And he's gonna get over the bunker, and he's gonna be oh, what a shot by Woods! And it does roll by the hole though, but that's gonna be from right, hopefully right there, from the edge of the green, from the fringe of the green. That'll be a par putt. And now Fitzpatrick sails it way too much. And that's going to end up behind the pin, but that's still a good shot. Now it's Rahm for Eagle. That was a good shot. A little too hard, though. And he's going to be basically where the other 2 are, and he's just going to be off behind. And now it's Fowler. This is for Eagle from the bunker. And he's going to send this one behind the hole, and there's a little bit of a hill down there. And so all 4 of them are just off the green. And now this is Ricky Fowler. And kind of shorted that one if you're Ricky, as he is on. But that was not good. And now here's Woods. Good chip shot by Woods, and he just missed chipping it in. He missed it by an inch. And now there's Fitzpatrick for birdie. And he's going to be almost right where Woods is, just to the left. But that should be hopefully that is a par putt. And now it's Rahm for birdie. And he will not be able to chip that one in. Hopefully he can at least get par there. But at this point, you need a few birdies. Now this is for par for Ricky. Ricky for par. It's on line, but just missed. Now this is for a save a par for Fitzpatrick, and he saves it. And now Rahm to save for par and stay at plus 11. He does that. Tighter for bogey, and he's now plus 7. Ricky to get the plus 5 because that's a bogey too. So Ricky's tied for first. Plus 5, plus 5, plus 7, and then Ron's plus 11. So Fitzpatrick and Ricky are tied. Hole 11, par 3 over water. And that's just going to be right of the pin, but it should be on the green. Kind of a little too far, but he's on, and he'll have a birdie putt. Fitzpatrick will. And it's rolling back a little bit. Good shot. And now Rahm really needing a hole-in-one, basically. That would be cool to do a hole-in-one, just for me and for Rahm in this game, too. And that's not a hole-in-one, as that is going to be 20 yards behind the pin, and it's also there's a little bit of a slope down there, so now the ball is rolling down. And that's actually a pretty good shot. Oh yeah, that's a great shot for Rahm. As he's gonna maybe have a 6-foot putt, give or take, 5-foot putt for a birdie. Now it is the co-leader, Ricky Fowler. And that is it's all landed right there, maybe 10 yards to the right. And will this do the same roll as Rahm's? And it will. As it will go down the slope, and he'll maybe have this will probably be about a 5-foot putt for a birdie for Ricky. And now the last player to go is Tighter. He's at plus 7 right now. He's 3rd place. 2 off the lead. And they've all landed on that same spot, and will this do the same thing? As Rahm, Tighter, and Ricky's will all do the same thing, and then Matt Fitzpatrick didn't do the same thing, but we have 4 birdie putts. Fitzpatrick is the longest here. 22 feet. Now Fitzpatrick, and had the right speed, but a little too much, and it did not break at all. And now this is for a birdie for Ricky. They did the plus 4. Ricky just missed the right edge. He didn't aim high enough to the left. And now it's Rahm, who desperately needs this one to have any chance Obviously, it's only the 11th hole, but he needs this one. And Rahm just missed the right edge as well. Now let's see if Tighter, when he saw those first two putts, will aim a little higher left. And Tighter aimed left, but now he missed it to the left. And now here's Fitzpatrick for par, and he missed it. Unbelievable, as he did not aim high enough. Oh my. And now here's Ricky, and he made that one. Fitzpatrick for bogey. That's going to eat at him. This is for par for Rahm, so 2 pars for Rahm, but he's still behind the 8 ball. Par for Woods, and he's at 7. But because of that little gaff by Fitzpatrick, Ricky Fowler's back in the solo lead. Now it's Rahm, but solo lead for Ricky. And now Rahm, he might be... Oh, I thought that was farther because there's that water again. And he will hopefully stop short. It should stop in that thick grass. And it will stop on the first cut. And now here's Fitzpatrick. Or Ricky, excuse me. He's at +5, and he's the solo leader now. With Fitzpatrick at +6. Ricky's playing with fire again, but it will probably stop in that first cut or on the fairway. As you can see, Rahm's drive on the right there. And it will stop about 5 yards short of Rahm's. Now Tighter at +7. I mean, he's only 2 back to the lead. Fitzpatrick is 1, and then Rahm sits. The lead's +5 and Rahm's +11. But 2 back-to-back pars for Rahm though. And this will stop literally maybe a foot to the left, if that. And now it's Fitzpatrick. +6. Yeah, recover from that. I mean, he missed a 2-foot putt, and that would have kept him tied for first. Instead, he's second, but can't do anything about it. Now, all 4 golf balls. Well, Fitzpatrick's the one that's farthest back, so he'll be going again here. 110 yards, 9-iron. And he kind of did like a 3/4 swing with a 9-iron. And that should have hit the hill, and hopefully down on the green. It will. And a little bit of a slope on that side, so it might roll back a little, but that's going to be a birdie putt for Fitzpatrick. Good shot, 114 yards on the green. And now it's Tighter, 93 yards. He's going with a pitching wedge. This is also on the green, almost the same spot as Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick is not, his ball's not there because it's marked. And now it's Ricky. This is the gap wedge he's using. This is kind of right, but it's pin high though to the right. And it's a good shot, so we have 3 out of the 4 guys going for birdie. Still, Rahm, I think, is the one that hasn't hit yet. And it's from the first cut. And it's going to be... So 2 guys are to the right of the pin, 2 are to the left. Rahm's actually... Well, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, and then Rahm's behind the pin. But that's only a birdie putt, so we have 4 birdie putts coming up. This is birdie for Woods. He really needs it too. He really needs it more. Woods, can he nail it? Oh, just missed, and it went by the hole maybe a foot, and just missed by an inch. Now it's Fitzpatrick. And Fitzpatrick, can he did it? And he will just miss it. Right speed, just didn't hit it high enough, and now it's Rahm. I mean, he's not dead yet. He just needs to make some birdie putts, and he needs the other players not to do bad, and he will not be able to get this one. But it should be 3 straight pars to start the bat 9 for Rahm, so he's starting to play better. And now we're 0 for 3, but can Ricky get the birdie putt and stay in the solo lead here? And Ricky, oh my, hit it too hard, and that was straight as a needle. Didn't even break. And he's going to be putting it down because he's farthest out here. This is no easy par putt for Ricky. And good putt by Ricky. He will stay at 5 over. And now Tighter. Tighter will make this one for par. Fitzpatrick will make it for par. And Rahm will make it for par. So 0 for 4 on birdie putts, 4 for 4 on par putts, and it's the same scoreline, 5, 6, 7, and 11. And now it's Rahm. Rahm, blast one in the outer space. And that will be over 300 yards. .13th hole, by the way. And this is the leader, Ricky Fowler. This will be good shot too, 325 yards. Now it's tighter. I just said the cover athlete of PGA Tour 2K23. That's why I had to use him. And good shot by Tighter. This will be over 300 yards as well, as it will be past Ricky's, as it's 342 yards, 343. Now last guy is Fitzpatrick, plus 6. So it's Ricky, then Fitzpatrick, then it's Tighter at plus 5, 6, and 7 respectively, and then you have Rahm at plus 11, and then now you have Fitzpatrick in the bunker. By the way, if I do misspeak about someone and say Fitzpatrick instead of say Ricky, my bad. It just yeah. Now we have a 5-iron from the bunker, 179 is the pin, and good shot by Fitzpatrick. It's aimed right at the pin high to the right. That's where it lands, and it will go 15 yards past the pin. But that'll be a birdie putt for Fitzpatrick, right? Okay, it is a par 4, so yeah, birdie putt. And now 140 for Ricky, the leader. And this will land behind the pin by about 5 yards, and will be rolled back, but this will be the shorter end. It's still rolling back towards the pin, so it'll be maybe a 5 foot, 5 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot, something like that. Birdie putt. Now it's Rahm, his second. He has 3 straight pars to start the bat 9, but he's still at plus 11. This one's aimed right at the pin, and it's just over the flag stick, and it might roll that back a little bit, and it's going to be a birdie putt for Rahm. And he does have 1 birdie on the day, and then obviously a lot of bogeys. I think he has a double, and he might even have a triple bogey, and then obviously a few pars, including 3 straight pars, and he stopped right next to Fitzpatrick's or Ricky's, one of the two. And now it's Tighter, last one to hit here. We have 3 birdie putts, and most likely 4 here. That's aimed right for the flag, and we're going to have 4 birdie putts. Tighter's going to be the farthest one, though, it looks like. But we're going to have 4 birdie putts for the second straight hole. And you can see there's 2 of them, Rahm and Tighter, acknowledging the crowd going up to the green. A long putt here, 34 feet for Tighter for birdie. And he did not hit it, and he misread it, and he hit it too hard. And Tighter is not happy about that, as that's gonna tentatively go off the green. And he's now gonna chip it, and did chip by Tighter. But that's gonna be a bogey putt. And now here's a birdie putt by Fitzpatrick. And he hit that thing. There was no tomorrow, and he's past the green, or past the pin, and tentatively off the green. Same than Tighter did. And we're gonna have another chip here, like Tighter by Fitzpatrick, and he's gonna chip it, Fitzpatrick, almost to the same spot as Tighter did. So we have 2 bogey putts by those 2. And now Rahm for birdie. Rahm for birdie. Oh, just too much, and just past the right edge. And now here's Ricky, the leader, to stay in the solo lead if he can make this. And bullseye. Ricky goes to plus 4. Now this is a bogey putt by Fitzpatrick, and it's no dimmy. And Fitzpatrick missed it. Unbelievable. And now this is for bogey ready for Tighter. And he missed it too. They both missed it to the right. Unbelievable. And now it's Rahm for par. Rahm will make the par putt. Fitzpatrick double bogey, and that's going to give Ricky, I think, like a 2-stroke lead. No, a 4-stroke lead. Unbelievable. +4, +8, +9, +11. A 4-stroke lead for Ricky. As Ricky will go up first, as he's a 4-stroke lead as we start hole number 14. And then he might drive the green on a par 4. Or I'm not sure if this is a par 4 or not. And he's on the first cut, but he don't. And this is a par 3 actually, 259 yards, so it's a long par 3. 3 wood for the first two guys. This is Rahm now. Rahm, almost the same spot. He almost hit Ricky's ball, and my goodness, good shot by Rahm. As Rahm, I mean, he's still in last place, but he's only 3 strokes behind third. At one point, I think he was like 6 or 7. Now here's Tiger. He's at +9, 5 strokes behind the lead. I mean, Ricky has a 4-stroke lead over Fitzpatrick, 5 on Tiger, and now Tiger's in the bunker. Now Fitzpatrick, who at one point was tied with the lead 2 or 3 holes ago, now he's 4 back, and he will sit on the green. So we have a guy in the bunker, 2 guys in the green, and the one on the first cut of the green. But the only problem is there's a false front, so that Fitzpatrick's ball is jetting back, is going back down. So we have 2 on the green, 1 on the first cut of the green, which is technically not on the green, and then you have 1 guy in the bunker. And Fitzpatrick is still, ball's in like a ravine right here. He has to putt up a hill now. And now it's Tiger going up first here from the green side bunker. And good shot by Tiger. Past the hole, but a good shot. He'll have a par putt from maybe 10 feet. Good shot. Might be at 15 feet, but good shot by Tiger. And now here's a chip by Ricky, as he's just off the green. He could putt this, but he decides to chip it, and he a little too much on that. And he's on about a 10-foot putt like Tiger, maybe 12 for a par, as the leader has a par putt coming up. And this is for a long birdie for Fitzpatrick, going up a hill from 48 feet. But he's going to have to put some smoke onto this one. And he did not, and he wasn't really aimed right, so that ball is really going to roll down, and actually it's going to end up behind him. Ends up tentatively, I think, going backward, or if not backward, I think it went like maybe a foot at the elbow, because he didn't hit that at all. He has to hit that much harder. I mean, he swung that up, and he hit it this time too hard and way too hard, so it was too soft, now too hard. So he went by the hole by 15 feet, and Fitzpatrick's starting to break down here. And now he hits this one, and it hopefully doesn't go back down that hill, because this is already his 3rd putt, and things are not going well. I mean, Ricky has a stranglehold now here, and here's Ricky for a par. Ricky for a par, did not hit it, and it's going to be like Fitzpatrick is going to roll a little bit. And now it's tighter. This is for par. I'm back. You didn't miss anything. The SD card on this camera actually was full, so I had to import the footage from the first episode onto my computer, and then I did that, and then I deleted the footage off this camera. So
that's silly Willy Willy.
Okay, please don't do that. But I imported the footage onto the computer so I could delete it off of this camera, so I could have room to keep filming, because we're still playing. We're on the 14th hole. Obviously, the first episode is the first 9. This episode is the back 9, or first episode is the front 9. This episode's the second episode is the back 9. So we're still playing. This is Tiger Woods for par from 17 feet. As the first video, well, you guys already know it's about 55 minutes, but so that's the reason why I broke it up, because I didn't want like an hour 30-minute or hour 40-minute video. So here we go for par. Let's see if I can get this. No. That is short, and I completely did not read that right. And this is, this is Rom, for birdie. Rom for birdie. And he buries it. And he's the plus 10 now. I believe that's his first birdie of the round. And he has, 3 pars and now a birdie, so he's starting to heat up here on the bat 9. And now this is for double bogey for Fitzpatrick. And Fitzpatrick is going to do a triple, as that is really going to that is not going to be good for Fitzpatrick. Here's Ricky, the leader. This is for bogey. And, he pushed it. And he's going to double, and then you have Tighter. Tighter's is going to bogey, and then Fitzpatrick is going to triple, and then Ricky has a double. Plus 6, plus 10, plus 10, plus 11. So if you're Rom, I mean, he's only 5 shots off from the lead. And I mean, you have plus 6, then you have a tie for second at plus 10, and you have plus 11. Rom, I mean, he's only one bat. I mean, if he can do well here, he might have a chance to jump into second place here. And that was a good drive by Rom. Rom still has a chance to win too, because Ricky, the leader, did bogey that last hole, and then Ricky doubled, didn't he? And then Fitzpatrick tripled, and now here's Woods. He's playing with fire, and Woods is in the water. That was a mistake to use driver. He went off the water, and he's gonna have to drop in front. Now here's Ricky. Tighter was the one that bogeyed. Ricky doubled. Fitzpatrick tripled. And then, obviously, and now, Ricky might end up in the water. And Ricky's in the water. Unbelievable. As the leader ends up in the water. And now you have Fitzpatrick. He's in a 4-iron. He might end up in the bunker, but at least he's not going to be in the water. As he is in the bunker. One guy's in the fairway, and the other 2 guys are actually, and then one guy's in the fairway, one's in the bunker, and then 2 are on the water. Good shot. As Fitzpatrick is on the green, on the first cut in 2, we have a birdie putt coming up. Rom, this is his second shot. Only 1 back of. Oh no! Rom is the one in plus 10. Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't pay attention. I can't actually declare it unplayable. Obviously, I'm not going to do that, but I don't look at the scorecard. I wasn't aware. Oh, yeah, plus 11. Rom is plus 10. Who's plus 11 then? Oh, Fitzpatrick, because he tripled. So Rom, who was in plus, at one point I think it was in last place by like 6 strokes, is jumped into second place because Fitzpatrick tripled the last hole. And now Rom 4 shots off from the lead. Ricky's plus 6, and then you have Tighter and Rom plus 10, and then you have Fitzpatrick actually plus 11. And remember, this is the 3rd shot for Fitzpatrick and Ricky because they both went in the water. And he's going to chip it almost right on the hole. And he's going to be birdie. It's going to be a par putt because of the penalty. And now here's Tighter. Tighter chipped it kind of high, almost landed right near the hole, but we're going to have 2 par putts. We have a birdie putt. I'm pretty sure I have 2 birdie putts. And then the 2 par putts for Tighter and Fitzpatrick because they both had the penalty for going in the water. Assuming this is a par 4, right? Yeah, it is. So this is a birdie chip, I guess, for Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick trying to chip it in. And it has a chance, but it will take a left turn and actually go by the hole. But that'll be a par putt for Fitzpatrick, reeling after that triple bogey. And now here's Ricky. Ricky's trying to save par here. He's the leader, although he double bogeyed the last hole. Ricky. And Ricky just missed it. And he went by the hole by a good amount. Now here's Rom trying to stay hot here because he has, 3 pars on 10, 11, 12. and then well, not, well, I don't know. He's doing well here in the bat 9, and he will stay hot. A birdie putt for Rahm, and he's starting to come out of nowhere. He's starting to, I mean, he started ice cold, but he's got red hot here in the bat 9. Here's Tiger, and Tiger buries it. And now this is Fitzpatrick for par. Fitzpatrick just wimped it. Unbelievable. Now this is Bodie for the leader, and he pushed it. And he's gonna drop to +8 as we have turn of events happening here. That's a Bodie for Fitzpatrick. This is double for Ricky, and Ricky all of a sudden is still in first place, but he's only in first place by 1. And Rahm all of a sudden is 1 off the lead. This is absolutely crazy. 3 holes to go. And if need be, if 2 players or more are tied, there will be a tiebreaker. The tiebreaker is on because I'm not settling for any ties. Who likes ties? Not me. I mean, the only sport that you can really end in a tie for like a regular season or a playoff game or a regular season game is soccer. I mean, I know there's ties in football and like preseason, but like the only regular season game for any of the major sports that can actually end in a tie is soccer. Because there's obviously MLB, extra innings, NFL, NBA, NHL, overtime. So like, except for soccer is the only sport that a regular season game can end in a tie. So I obviously had the tiebreaker on. I mean, I don't want to end in a tie. This is a good round here. I'm really interested. Obviously, I'm controlling all these players, and I'm not purposely trying to make it close. It's difficult. I mean, like some of those putts I actually misread, mishit, and now Fitzpatrick, he's just a disaster. I mean, he's only 4 off the lead. At one point, Rahm was like 6 off the lead. I think at one point wasn't he like +12 and the leader was +6, and now all of a sudden he's +9 and the leader's +8. And now here's Ricky. I mean, Ricky's still in the lead, but he's had, what, back-to-back double bogeys, so he went from +4 to +8 in 2 holes. And 3 holes to go, 16, 17, 18, including this one. And then if there's a tiebreaker, I'm pretty sure they would play 18 again. Or at least for the first playoff hole, because obviously they keep playing playoff holes until there's a winner, if we do go to a playoff. And now this is Fitzpatrick trying to do something good because he had tripled, and then didn't he only bogeyed on the last hole, but that triple really put him in the grave. And now here is the red hot Jon Rahm, and Jon Rahm, I mean, he was ice cold in the front 9, red hot in the back 9, but this is off the green. And now here is the leader still by 1 stroke over Rahm, Ricky Fowler. And now he's heading right towards where Jon Rahm is. And they're both, the only difference is, well, he's on the first cut, Rahm's in the rough. Now a Tiger. I mean, he's only 2 off the lead, +10. And who knows, I mean, still 3 holes to go, and looks like Tiger's going to be on the green too. And he's actually going to be on the green. And I think there's 1 shot to go. 1 player still has to shoot. There's Tiger going up to the green, acknowledging the fans. He's not holding a club though. Okay, everyone has hit. This is Rahm from just the rough here, and Rahm with a good chip shot, as he kind of aimed it too far right, but that's going to be a par putt for Rahm from about maybe 10 feet. And now here is Ricky, the leader at +8. Oh my. He completely plunked that, and he is, well, actually that was better than I thought, but that's only a par putt for Ricky. And this is a good view right. That might be the thumbnail. And now this is, what's his name? Matt Fitzpatrick really needed this one to have any chance, I would say, but you never know. I mean, Golf is a game of who knows. What a putt! What a putt by Fitzpatrick! As he recovers from that triple bogey and bogey with a birdie. And here's the replay. That was a heck of a putt by Fitzpatrick. And not really any reaction. Not really any reaction from Fitzpatrick, but the crowd loved it. And now he's only 2 off the lead. It is really close. And now here's Tiger. Oh my! As right strength, but accuracy was way off. And now here's Ricky. Ricky, this is almost dead straight. Oh my! He completely flumped it. And now here's a par putt for Rahm, trying to stay red hot. And Rahm is gonna miss it, so he's gonna get out of here with a bogey. So he kind of cools down here on the 16th hole. And now Ricky, after that miserable last putt, and is gonna miss this one. Unbelievable as Ricky falls apart. And now this is a bogey for Rahm, and he gets that one to go. Tighter for a par, and he gets his par. A double bogey. My goodness for Ricky, as that's 3 straight double bogeys, so he goes from +4 to +10, and we 3-way tie. 3 guys +10, and then you have a +11. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, so you have Tiger, Rahm, and Ricky all +10, and then you have Fitzpatrick +11. So you have a 3-way tie for first place with 2 holes left, and then you have Fitzpatrick 1 off the lead, par 3, 17, and Fitzpatrick is gonna nail it right in the middle of the green. There's a possibility we could have all 4 players in a playoff. So there's still 2 holes to go here. Now here's Tiger. And Tiger, that kind of sounded chunky. And that's going to be a little right of Fitzpatrick, but that's going to be on the green too. So we're going to have at least 2 birdie putts here. It's going to come down to putting. That was a heck of a putt by Fitzpatrick, though, on that birdie attempt. That could make a big difference. Tiger's still rolling here. That's why we're still looking at it. It's still rolling. It's kind of hit a slope right there. My camera's now down to 1 bar. This is an insane day of me filming and charging my camera. Then I ate lunch in between episodes. Then I had to import footage on my computer, or on my computer, so I had enough space to continue filming here. And if this camera dies, then I have to charge it for a little bit. This is absolutely nuts, but I'm having a fun time. Make sure you check out the last episode as well. Here's Rahm, who is it co-leader. I mean, you have Tiger, Rahm, and Ricky all tied for first. And Rahm, all 3 of them are almost in the same spot here. So we have 3 birdie putts, 1 guy left to go, and that guy, I think, is Ricky. Ricky's had 3 straight double bogeys. He at one point, I think, had like a 6-stroke, well, it wasn't a 6-stroke lead, but it was at least 4 or 5. And he was at +4 4 holes ago, and then 3 straight double bogeys. Unbelievable. So we have 3 birdie putts, and now it's Ricky. Shot everything that's happened behind you. Still have golf to play here. He still can win. It's anyone's game, and we're gonna have 4 birdie putts coming up. Hopefully, you guys on the edge of your seat get your popcorn, because we have 4 birdie putts coming up. And it's starting to roll back, but it's going to stay. All 4 birdie putts are, give or take, in the same ballpark. Tiger's out farthest first. I mean, they're all, look at that. You have 46 feet, you have 43, 29, 36. So they're all right next to each other in the same ballpark. Now here's Tiger. And Tiger did not hit it. He did not hit that thin at all. Well, he did, but he hit it about halfway. That is a big if. And now it's Rahm. Can Rahm pull off a comeback story here? And Rahm hit it. It's going to be a little left, though. But it's going to set up a shorter, maybe 5 foot, 5, 6 foot par putt for Rahm. And now it's Ricky who's I mean, he had a 4 or 5 stroke lead, but 3 straight double bogeys. And this is not going to help either, as this is going to be wide, and it's going to be even farther than Rahm's. It's going to be about a 10-foot par putt. My goodness. And now it is Fitzpatrick. And Fitzpatrick made it. Maybe. He made a good birdie putt on the last hole to be in this position, and all of them have missed in the same area. And then we have Tider, who's still out the longest. Here we go. And Tider missed it left. That's Tider. Well, that's his bogey putt, and that's no dimmy, that's for sure. And now it's Ricky. Ricky, oh my! And he's that's short. I gotta aim higher. Now you have Rahm, who's been red hot here in the second, or here in the bat 9. And Rahm, does it have enough lead? No! Had the line. And now it's Fitzpatrick. This is his par putt. It's a huge putt right now. Can he get the... This is a huge putt, and he missed it, as he's going to go down to plus 12. Assuming that he makes that one. As my goodness. And now, Tider, oh my, he missed that. And now Ricky. This is his bogey putt. And Ricky, oh, he missed that one too, as everyone is just missing from close range. Rahm will not miss it as he did his bogey. It's going to set up for one heck of a last hole here. Double bogey for Tider. That's devastating. And then you have Ricky. That is his 4th straight double bogey. You have actually a solo leader, plus 11, and then 3 guys, plus 12, tied for second. So whoever's in first place, which I actually don't know who that is. It's not Fitzpatrick, but Fitzpatrick's up first here. Par 4, 18, last hole of regulation, but you never know if we go to a playoff hole or two. Yeah, you actually have a solo leader, and that's in the rough, and then you have a 3-way tie for second. You had a 3-way tie for first. And now it's Rahm, and Rahm is the one that's solo in first place. At one point he was like 6 strokes back to first place. Now he's solo here in first place. He controls his own destiny at this point. If he pars, well, no, he somewhat does. Even if he pars this hole, there's still a possibility to have a tie. I mean, you never know if we have a 2-way tie, 3-way tie, or if all 4 guys are tied. Now Woods is going to end up in the woods, or not really the woods, but he's in like that mulchy area. And I think there's one more hit, and it's Ricky, who's had 4 straight double bogeys. And now Ricky, he's going to end up in the rough here, but if you're, I mean, he was what, plus 4, and then he was plus 6, 8, 12. And now here's Woods. Woods, oh my, he hit it right. Watch out, 4! And it's going to end up near the feet of that young lady over there, as this is a disaster. And now here's Fitzpatrick.
Was this time of year, 2001.
And
2021 for the same reason.
Now it's Rahm.
Oh, good.
Here's Rahm, 8 iron, and he's hit it right too. All of them have gone right. As it's gonna come up to chipping and putting here. There's one guy left, and it is. And now it's right at the pin. Fowler has put it on the green.
Because you're talking about your life.
It's gonna roll off a little bit.
You read it.
That was a heck of a shot by Fowler. He's the only one on the green. He is the only one on the green. Now it is Tider. Tider. Oh my, as he completely flipped the chip. And now there's a chip by Fitzpatrick, and it's going to hit that hill and roll down. as he hit it too hard.
She got the name right, she got the zip code wrong. Positive. That's why she was interesting, she got it wrong.
And oh my, this is unfortunate for Fitzpatrick. Oh my, that rolled a long way for Fitzpatrick. That is unfortunate, as he doesn't like that at all. Now it's Woods. This is his par chip. And that's gonna roll down because the other one rolled down. And hopefully it stops right there. Heck of a chip by Woods. Soft hands. And now here is Rahm. It would be a heck of a... If he holds this, I think he would win. If he somehow holds this. And now, here's Rahm. Getting the hole! Oh, judged over the left edge! Oh, if he hold that, that would have ended it. As he was a matter of inches. Probably an inch from holing it. And now it's going to come down to this putt-in. And this is 53 feet for Fitzpatrick up a mountain. He might have to aim like 10 feet out that side of the cup, how much it... And there he goes. And that was actually pretty straight. That was a misread by me. My goodness, what am I looking at? This is for birdie. I didn't know this. Who is this? Ricky? It is Ricky. Can he birdie it? I don't know. We'll find out. And he did not. Well, he didn't hit it high enough. Oh my! As this is absolutely nuts. Here's Rahm for par. If he can get this, that could end it because you have this is 4-stroke. You have I don't know this. Can he make this for par? And he nails it. As that could be it. Oh no! That is it. I think that's it because Rahm was the only guy that's in first place. This is Ricky's par putt, but he's plus 12. I think Rahm just won this then. And that goes in for Ricky, but it's plus 12, and then all these other guys are for bogey. Oh my! If you're Ricky, I mean, he had at one point 4 or 5 stroke lead, and then Rahm at one point was 6 strokes back. And that missed for Fitzpatrick, who fell off the table as well. There was some nuts things happening here. And Woods will make it double bogey for Fitzpatrick. But that's it, I think. And it is. As you have a plus 11, 12, 13, 14, and the winner is Jon Rahm. Who would have thought? After the first 9, or the front 9 for Rahm, he had a bad front 9. He was in last place after 9 holes, but comes fire on all cylinders in the bat 9, and got some help from obviously from the other 3 players. But here's the final scorecards. My goodness, look at Rahm. In the bat 9, he was even par. Obviously, it was a 37-34, par 37 and 34 on the bat 9. It was par 71 total. And also, I just realized there was no par 5s on the bat 9. But, just realized that. But my goodness, if you look, I mean, there was some crazy things happening. I mean, look at the scores even on the bat 9. Crazy. I'll be back. Oh no, hold on. I still have like 20 seconds. But yeah, even for Rahm and the other 3 guys, plus 7, plus 8, plus 9. There's a big difference right there, how Rahm played in the bat 9. And then he had 2 birdies, 2 bogeys, which evens itself out, and then everything else was a par. Yeah. Well, there was obviously no playoff because, I mean, so I'm trying to figure out who was, so let me think. Tiger, I believe, was just 1. Tiger was just 1. So if I think I have this right. Well, Rahm won. Tiger was second with an 84, which is a plus 13. Oh no. It doesn't. No. well, it doesn't show it just shows whoever was playing them. But Rahm won, and then I believe then it was. Oh yeah, and yeah, so it was Rahm was plus 11, he was first place. Second place plus 12 was Ricky Fowler. Third place was plus 13, and that was Tiger Woods. And then fourth place was Fitzpatrick. So it was Jon Rahm who won first place. Then it was Jon Rahm in first place, Ricky Fowler in second, Tiger Woods in third, and Matt Fitzpatrick in fourth. So Ricky, I mean, it just didn't. Yeah, I mean, like if you looked at it, he bogeyed number 10, then he parred 11, 12, birdied 13, but then he doubled 14, 15, 16, and 7. So he had 4 straight double bogeys, and then he finished with a par, but those 4 straight double bogeys on 14, 15, 16, 17 dug him into a hole, and Rahm on 18 got a par. I mean, because if Rahm got a bogey, that par putt at the end by Rahm, that won him the game, or won him the match, or won him the round. Because if he didn't make that, we would be going to a playoff between Ricky and Jon Rahm. But because Rahm made that putt, well, that par putt that Jon Rahm made ended it. Because if he missed that and got a bogey, Ricky and Jon Rahm will be going to a playoff. But Jon Rahm wins it, as at one point he was like 6 strokes off the lead. But he caught fire in the second, in the back nine, shot even par, and then obviously everyone else shot +7, +8, +9. So obviously he started to play better. He was red hot in the second 9, or in the back 9, and then everyone else. So he played well. I mean, that's all you had to do if you're Jon Rahm. He played well. He played great in this on the back 9, and then got some help from his the other 3 golfers. But yeah, this was a fun time, despite the amount of time it took actually to film it. Because obviously the front 9 was the first episode. The back 9 was this episode number 2. So yeah. I will start my career series here in PGA Tour 2K23 on the weekend, most likely, this upcoming weekend. And I'll start my career then with Vinny J. And yeah, I'll probably do one of these rounds or 18 holes with 4 different golfers again at some point, but it might not be anytime soon. But either way, this was still fun, and hopefully it was fun for you guys to watch, especially the ending, because it was a great ending. And Jon Rahm pulled out on top. Hit subscribe to the like button. Subscribe if you have any. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about Tell your mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm going to see you in episode number 3 of this PGA Tour 2K23 Play Now series. See you in episode number 3. And eat a lot of bacon. And I'll see you in my next video.